All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, people. We're here with the Diamond League coverage, trusting that everybody's doing well and everybody's doing all right. You know what I mean? So, man, so big up to everyone. Big up to everyone. The first event on the track will be the 400-meter hurdles. Hey, people, first and foremost, big up to all the Jamaicans who are true patriots, love the country. Big up yourself. We can't say happy independence, don't. So big up all Jamaicans wherever you are in the world, in the diaspora. Everything. Big up on yourself. Yeah, man. So all right, so the big clash is between Sherika Jackson and Shawnee Miller. They're highlighting that this is one of the biggest clash of the day. Biggest matchup. Another one is Michael Norman versus Kirani James, a rematch of the whole World Championship. It's a rematch. So these are two of the events that a lot of people are looking forward to. Yeah, man. So people, we are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. Yeah, man, and we look forward to having a great, you know, day's activity in the Diamond League. All right, so the men's 400-meter hurdles. The world champion, Dos Santos, going up against Allen Apio Rosa, Watrin, Latin, and Angela. So let's see what will happen in this one. Yeah, man, again, big up to the Jamaicans celebrating milestone there. So big up to yourself. Big up, big up, big up. Welcome to everyone. Michael, big up yourself. Happy Independence. Be you strong. Big up yourself, man. No, man, we not miss it, man. Yeah, man. Willox, big up yourself, too. Dana Taylor, big up yourself. People have roll out early for the event. Big up, big up. Hey, Dana, now tell me something behind in a bridget. Nah, me I'm telling you, Yeah, man, we're here to have a great time in this watch along, people. Hoping that everybody's doing well and everybody's doing all right. We must large up the people in Birmingham. When you look at the crowd in Eugene, Cali, Silesia, and compared, seeing Birmingham, they really showed up. Yeah, man. Tony Green, big up. The Birmingham people, they love track and field, man. They love track and field. So that is a must. Can't take that away from them. All right, so they're on their marks, people. Meet record 48.50. Will this one be another meet record? All right, they're off cleanly this time. First time of asking. And already Dos Santos is in his running. All right, Dos Santos is going pretty decently at the moment. He has the lead currently on the stagger. Shuffle that just a little bit to that hurdle. But at the 8th hurdle, He seemed to be in control. He has some company from the United States athlete there. All right, he takes charge of that one, going to the 10th hurdle, and he powers away from the athlete who showed him some 47.81. That's a new meet record. Give the LeBron James celebration. World champion Alice dos Santos got a meet record, winning this one in 47.80 seconds. Toughy Rudy, big up yourself. Oh, dinner, you have problem now. People dinner can't say nothing now, you know. Yeah, man. I am in charge now. I am in control. Big up the persons also on Facebook that are tuned in. Big up yourself. So first event on track, Dos Santos, Alison Dos Santos, the world champion, winning this one in 47.80 meet record. Rossov, United States, 48.30. Hapio, 48.74. Latin, 48.79. Wartrin, 48.91. Allen, 49.01. Smith, 49.07. Personal best. Ubanik and others. And I need to get the results up so persons can stay tuned to what is happening. All right, there it is. Early result, people. Yeah, man, a lot of these athletes left for Silesia now. That is true, Michael. Chase Ely, another medalist from Eugene. She powers that close to 20 meters there. Beverly Hutchinson, big up yourself. People, please remember to like the video. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new. I know a lot of persons probably will not come on so early because they're, whoa, that's a meet record from Healy already. Or is it not? All right, so the shot put is taking place. Good little competition there taking place. Ladies are doing their thing. Ely, Schilder, and Mitton, the top three. Yes, Healy with a meet record. I think she's a world champion as well. Thomas Dodd 1913 in sixth position. National record for Schilder. Mitten from Canada 1944. Big up yourself, Rob Smith. Yeah, man, today gonna be a nice day of sports, man. But hey, me just watch the Fulham Liverpool game, and then we switch over to this. Yeah, man, football are go on. The meet is in Silesia. Yeah, man. 800 meters on track right now. Lemies, Wilson, Erta, Wilson, Rogers, Hoffman. We have to congratulate the Sunshine Girls on such an excellent performance over the New Zealand, the Silver Ferns. They destroyed them, and they're into the finals of the Commonwealth Games. So they're in the gold medal game there. Big up yourself, Kelly. No, I don't have any link for this one. Anybody in the comment section has any link can help out. Big up yourself, Woodism. Hey, Woodism, you need to behave yourself, you know. You need to behave yourself, man. Already been a meeting record in the 4 hurdles by Dos Santos, and Camacho Quinn won the 100 hurdles in 12:34. The hurdles run already? Rob Smith is sure. All right, so the women's 800 meters on track. And the ladies just about 200 meters. And Lemmings is in the lead right now. Oh, they had eats. Okay. I am watching it on Peacock, people. So I don't know of any link. What is it now, Dana? Dina Taylor, what's up? I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly now. Me know you're not gonna be having no Buddhism. You need to stop it, Buddhism. When you go in the comment section, man, you bring up this animosity between the athletes, Virgin. You need to stop it, man. Me I'll give you one yellow card, you know. All right, they're into their final 100 meters, 80 meters to go. And it's a close one to the line, and the winner is 158.29. That's Aji Wilson. She took that one. Congrats to Aji Wilson, 158.28. It's rounded down too. United States athlete there. All right, Kelly. May I try? Okay. The year that Dina was before the broadcast, so I'm not late. Erta is second, 158.40. She take that second spot, but the winner is Ajay Wilson. All right, so some exciting stuff. I need to change the result there. $800. So that's the result of the women's 800 meters. I think the long jump is next.
These final three as well.
Javelin is happening as well. Yeah, man, Bobby going with things, man. Bobby going with a bag of things. Man, Mitrovic, you know. And the defense stood tall too. A little lapse in the latter minutes of the game that cost them that second goal. Yes, the Virgin can get overdose of gold. Yo, today Shelly I go run 10-5 odd or 10-6. Believe it or not, Mommy Rocket. We're not talking about money. Listen, you see this conversation that is happening in the chat. Shelly is more decorated than Elaine. But Elaine is the fastest woman alive. We don't stop the full argument, no man. Who is the better sprinter right now? We have to, if we're gonna do it based on times, that's a criteria. If we're gonna do it in terms of medals, that's a criteria. If we're gonna do it in terms of longevity, that's a criteria. So there are different ways how people go about judging who is the best, you know. So is either you people agree and then you decide. I'm talking to BU Strong and Drix. But Diamond League is important to at least whether or not fans are talking about it. It's important because of a monetary gain, yes. That's how they make some of the money. But they don't use it when they're judging athletes based on their accolades. They don't use that. How many Jamaicans want to compete today? Do you know, coach? Yeah, man, a few of them, man. We were in the shot put. 100, 200 male and not, no, we're not in the 200. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 6 or 7, not sure, not quite sure. Yeah, man. So we have 2 in the 100, 2 in the 100 for male, that's 4. 1 in the 200, 5. The shot put, think about 6 or 7. It's still a title. They don't use it, Randolph Jakes. They don't use it on the overall judging how great the athletes is. If you check various websites, they use from their youth titles come right up. Whether you represent World Youth, World Juniors, then now it's World Under 20, Commonwealth, CACs, Knockock, Carifta, World Championship, Olympic Games. You're not gonna see Diamond League on it. All right. They use 60-meter thing there. They use a whole lot of stuff, but not they don't really use the Diamond League. But it depending on the two persons that are having the conversation, they will decide what they will use as their criteria. You know what I mean? Who causing trouble now, Dina? What was the score on the Liverpool match? 2-all. Liverpool Fulham 2-2. Let's see if that TT 10-8 one is real, because I don't believe those times from that meet. Okay, Rob. Sprint form, another criteria. No, it's a sprint form, which criteria? Yeah. So when you put Veronica Campbell one of the scatter foot sprinter, So how come if I gonna use that, Veronica Campbell wouldn't be up there in the same flame? Sprint form what, man? No, me not come between you in the boss, man. Me just a throw out certain things so the people who are in the comment section can understand how you go about having discussion where this thing is concerned. You understand? You can't just float. Exactly, Dina. Both of them great. But one is still ahead. Nobody's saying Diamond League isn't important to the runners or especially money. Shelley, in my opinion, is the best sprinter at all time. We're talking about global solo gold medals. Okay, B.I. Strong. See, B.I. Strong put in him thing there. Dave, big up yourself. Happy Independence. All right, Dave, big up yourself. Same to you. So the triple jump is taking place, people. The triple jump is taking place. The Chinese athlete is about to jump zoo. So you're not missing anything on the track at the moment. Oh, he refuses to count them up, so he went to Diamond League. Now he bringing silver and bronze. Dina, ETH is better. Big up yourself, Peter Martin. Samuel 11 taking part, coach Jamaican. All right, thanks, Samantha. What time is the race? Conditions are not too great in Silesia today. Very cool, 63 Fahrenheit, but I hope we can see some good times in the shorter sprints. Even if I give you the CWG gold, the global title is still not close. Not saying Diamond League is used, coach, but there is an argument to use it. It's not an IAF. What is IAF? There's no more IAF, Drakes. There's World Athletics. The name has changed. The rules that govern it, I don't think they're in charge of the Diamond League. Well, the rules govern it. I don't know. Possibly in the future they will add it to it, but now it's not there. Randall. But no say me no get in between. So now yeah, bring me in, boss. Jupiter Saturn, the man who missed the 200 meters. All right, people. Men's 100 meters on track right now. Peacock has the race. 100 meters on track. So Akeem Blake is in this one. The man gone from the Diamond League circuit, people. See what sub 10 can do. All Johan Blake. Johan Blake is also in this one, lane 3. Trayvon Brummel. Christian Coleman. Marvin Bracey. Akani Simbine. And Sonny Brown, the Japanese. And then you have King, Kyrie King. Let's see how this one will go, people. Men's 100 meters. Diamond League, Silesia, Poland. Very, very good field. Very, very good lineup there. Interesting lineup. Johan Blake, Bracey, Brummel, Coleman, Sani, Brown. They're on their marks. Cleanly away, and it's a good start by Trayvon Brummel and Akeem Blake as well. Akeem Blake is leading this one. Akeem Blake is leading, but here comes Trayvon Brummel. Trayvon Brummel taking this one from Akeem Blake. Very good run from Akeem Blake. 9.95 by Trayvon Brummel. Just taking that one away from Akeem Blake. But a very good start from Blake. 9.95. Trayvon Brummel taking this one. Marvin Bracey getting second, 10 seconds flat. But a brilliant start by Akeem Blake there. Excellent running. Good sprinting. Not the fastest time. However, it was a good and Akeem Blake seems to have gotten third in this one. He starts to tie up at the end of the race. But nevertheless, it was a good run there from him. Congratulations to Akeem. Pretty decent. Fabian, what going on, man? You're muted.
Yeah, morning, what going?
We're there, you know.
Yeah, I watch Akeem Blake. I do something.
Yeah, man. A big thing that man. Him, a lot of part of his race wants to fix though. Same thing with Blake did I struggle with.
Yeah,
Same thing that Blake was struggling with. I don't know how they are going to fix that, but it needs to be fixed. But nevertheless, a good 100 meters. 995. Not a peach of a time, but
and then him running from lane one also
yes,
was actually good.
yeah, man.
Wow, just a chill with Spider-Man, you know.
Okay. Yeah, man. So that's the first sprint. Well, the first sprinting track event on. Or the short sprint, the men. So hey, you know, things have really changed going on. Normally the men would have been getting the opportunity to close the show.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the women that are, you know, taking charge of the sprinting right now.
Women in tracks right now is more exciting than the men.
Most definitely. Because of the time. Is it because of the time
It is all right. So with track and field, what is and track and field is very boring, you know. What is exciting in track and field is the possibility of having somebody run very fast. So while the competition on the men's side is very close because that race was just close, it was close just now, but the time wasn't impressive at all. And even us here as diehard track fans, our reaction to it is not the same as seeing the females running 10-7. So I think the times have a lot to do with why the female events are now being chosen to be the marquee events at these Diamond League and World Championships and stuff like that. Because I mean, running 995, it's nothing in track and field. Like especially since Bolt during the Bolt era, Bolt, Gatlin, and Tyson Gay, they set the bar so high and Asafa that they always seem to be running sub 10 in their sleep. So what that has done for the males now is that even though it is more competitive now, but the times are pretty average.
Yeah,
But
man. Well, you were saying I got distracted there a little bit there, Fabian.
oh, I was
No,
no, I am not outside the stadium. I am at the Avengers headquarters. You realize I have Spider-Man with me right here. I'm at the Avengers headquarters.
Who is Spider-Man? What is it?
So see
Oh,
Spider-Man there chill with me.
yeah.
But the times are so track and field. Remember, it's boring, you know. So track and field, it's really the times that entice the fans. The possibility of seeing somebody run really fast. So we don't have that in male athletics anymore, especially for the sprinting, the out and out 100, 200 for the marquee event, the 100 meters. We don't have that anymore. What we have is we have about 10 or so people running 10 flat, 10 0, and by chance maybe two or three running faster than 9-9. So the excitement might not be there as it relates to a time perspective, but the competition is close. While for the females, there is both competition in placings and in times.
And in time, right?
So that's why there's a shift. No, I don't mind the shift. I don't mind the shift. Give the females the attention because they really do deserve it.
Johan Blake was fifth in 10-1-3. Your thoughts on that?
Not surprised. I was surprised at the World Championships after his showing at trials, but after what I saw at World Championships, I am not surprised.
Okay. But this Akeem youngster is really
Yes.
doing well. I think this season is really a baptism for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think his whole mindset should change going back into training for the next World Championship next year. So I think he's gonna be having a different mindset, knowing how close he went to the final. He's gonna want to put in the work and ensure that he goes the mile.
Yeah, I agree. I'm expecting big things from Akeem next year. This year is really just the year for him to gain all the experience, and
Mm-hmm.
we realize now that he is running 10:09 comfortably. So
Yeah.
that tells us that now he is ready to go even faster and start jumping into the 9-8s. So I'm looking at Akeem Blake and I'm looking at Seville for next year. Seville has run sub 10 almost in all his races this season. So which tells me that his body is getting comfortable running sub 10 now. So next year I am expecting a lot from both Akeem and Seville. They both have the same weakness. The last part of their race seems to be a bit dodgy. I think that will be fixed as soon as their respective coaches start giving them 200 meters to do on the circuits. So I think
Mm-hmm.
when they start doing more 200 meters, they'll be able to hold that speed much, much longer. When they learn how to do the 200, how they learn how to distribute the speed over the 200 meters, it will improve their 100-meter considerably. So I'm expecting big things from them.
But I mean, when you look at that in itself, do you think it is only on the circuit that they need to be doing that, or they need to be doing it
Um, and I know the question, and I know you're asking for the viewers.
yes.
Um, so what I am sure of is that they do 200s at training because there's no 100-meter runner who doesn't do 200 meters. So they will do the 200 meters at training. But normally, unless they are a part of a big group, when they are doing the 200 meters in training, they are normally by themselves. So running a 200-meter by yourself is different from running a 200-meter in competition where you want to win under the pressure and all of that and executing under pressure. It's different from you training and doing a 200 meters. So I have no doubt that they are doing 200 meters in training. It's just that I want to see them consider it as an event then. I don't want them to use the 200-meter just for training. Consider it as an event and train for the 200, and their 100-meter finish will improve.
So in essence, the athletes should be prepared for, yeah, like a Akeem Blake should be prepared for the 1-2 rather than just the 100,
Right, rather
which
than just the one.
right, because I think that will improve his speed endurance and stuff like that. I believe that these athletes do 300 in training, though, in terms of
Yeah,
their
they do
competitions.
300 and they do
So
400.
right, so it is about for them individually to hammer those those over distance in training, because sometimes they tend to, and this is based off experience, the athletes tend to monkey around the over distances, 300, the 250s, and when it
Mm-hmm.
comes on to the shorter sprint, they hammer. which in itself, is still not the best thing to do. They should push their body to the threshold in those over distance events, so that whenever I think that will improve their speed endurance. And
Yeah.
many of these sprinters are afraid of the 300 or the over distance, right? So that is also something that they should look into, or Akeem Blake should look into, going back into the training for next season, because his speed endurance need to be sorted out.
And,
Um,
and I
before
think,
you speak, Fabian, the women's 3,000 meters on track at the moment. Just about four laps to go. 4 laps to go. Yeah, continue.
yeah, I'm just saying that Michael Freighter and O'Keel Stewart, I think they will know all of this just as how we are observing. But I realize that with sprinters, they normally monkey around, as I say, with the 400 or the 300 in training.
O'Keel
Because,
Stewart, I don't think it. O'Keel Stewart is not the
and O'Keel Stewart, they are,
no man, Little,
is
Gregor
who?
Little.
Oh, it's, yeah, it's little. It's little and
O'Keel
Freighter,
got
right?
Huey.
Right. Mistake. My bad, Mr. Little. Sorry about that. What I think though is that the sprinters they normally monkey around with the 300, as I say. But what I normally tell my 100-meter runners when they are doing 300s in training and when they're doing 400, you know that the 400 you have a race strategy for 400.
Mm-hmm.
My sprinters now don't race strategy for 400. Them run it like 100 meter. Them go hard from the gun and let me see how far them go.
Yeah
I need
man.
to see how far their speed, their natural speed will take them and fight go straight home. So even if everybody fly past them at the 300-meter mark, then I would have achieved my goal, which is for them to go max as far as possible for them to build up that speed endurance. And I would assume that's what they are being told to do in training. But as a sprinter, you see, as a sprinter, nobody like it is extremely hard because that feeling is rough. It's not easy.
Yeah
So
man.
sprinters normally jog.
Or give a half-hearted performance whenever they
Yeah.
have these events to do. So I mean, it is something that they should look into, yes, and because that helps improve their speed endurance, which is very critical for a sprinter. Hold on there.
And people, it is down to the athletes also. It is really down to the athletes putting in the work that is required. And it is not, I'm telling you, it is not easy. Trust me. Yes, the lactic feeling there. So when I lack, you feel like, oh God, it's the worst pain you can ever feel in your life. And then to get up day in, day out and repeat it, it is not easy. Especially for a 100-meter runner who doesn't normally like to run at 200 meters.
Not only that, some of these athletes wish they could have been this part of the season, every season, to
Yeah,
become
this part is the
champion.
easiest.
Yeah, man. Because for them to break down, Fabian, at this juncture of the season, and then to break down and build up back, they don't like that part, you know, because you have to go back through background, you know.
Background is headache. Background is ask any track athlete. Background is the worst part of training for every single track athlete. This part of the training pre-compound competition phase well easy. It's well easy, but as a background or background will take you to hell and back.
Yeah, man, a lot of them don't like. That is where we call it you change your oil and all of these things, and people
Mm-hmm.
laugh up on them something there.
Background is as a coach. This is all right. So how I normally look at my athletes throughout the season from background work, I can tell who will have a great season.
Yep.
from the background work that they are putting in. Coaches can normally tell because you would normally do an evaluation and you will see from background. That's why when I hear coaches say, hey, this person will do well at the end of the season,
Yeah,
they
they
know.
know because all of these things are timed. You know, you see the judge in running has to be the winner in the 3,000 meters, 8:39:27. The judge in track and field on the track is the clock, you know. So when we do the timings at training based on the distance that these athletes do, of course we can tell you how they're going to perform throughout the season. Hence the reason you hear a coach said, all right, this athlete is going to be running fast, this athlete will be running 10:4, this athlete will be running 10:5, this athlete will be running a world record. Because they are confident once they execute, then definitely the theory will be correct. It's all
Coach,
about,
coach, your microphone sound muffled. I'm wondering if it's my speaker, it is your microphone.
probably a mine, you know.
Check the microphone.
Let me log out and log back in.
Yeah. All right. So while coach is sorting out his issues, let me just jump. I am on my phone, people. So if I miss your comments, it's because I'm on my phone. My opinion, big up movements. Big up everybody in the chat section. Barry, Randolph, B.I. Strong, everybody. Rob Smith, big up to everybody. If I miss the comments, I am on my phone, so it's taking me some time to move back and
All
forth,
right.
back and forth.
People, we have Pioneer online as well. I don't know how many of you know Pioneer. He has been on the show before. He's joining us via the phone route to talk some track and field. So welcome, Pioneer.
Yeah, blessings, Coach Mensa. Blessings to be on.
And we have
Coach
Fabian.
once more.
We have Fabian online as well, okay?
Peyton.
Fabian.
Oh, Fabian. Respect. One has Fabian.
Yeah, man, bless up.
All right, so people
Yeah,
are big you up, Pioneer.
League, Silesia meet just saw the men's 100-meter. Very good run from young Akeem Blake.
Definitely.
Getting used to running with the big boys. And should have go well for him in the future.
Yes.
When I'm concerned though, I'm not seeing. I'm just wondering, not concerned, but I'm wondering how we're not seeing, or what we'll be seeing of Civil for the rest of it for the year. I don't know if he'll be featuring on the Diamond League circuit, but one of the complaints I had for him this year was that I don't think the coach allowed him to run enough against
the big boys.
So
right. That will develop some confidence in him and all of these things.
Yeah, man. I mean, you have to run with the competitors. You gauge yourself as to where you are. Beat them sometimes, and that will give you confidence that you can indeed compete and beat these guys. So when you come to the major championships, then that level of nerves or nervousness you would have. You know what I say? It's quickly quelled. And I think his composure was one of the things that affected him at the Just concluded.
Dear Pioneer.
Okay. Go ahead, Coach.
No, man, I hear a little dead ear time, so I was wondering if you're still there.
I'm still here, man.
Okay.
I completed the point I was making. I was saying that good run from Akeem Blake. Yohan Blake continues to struggle. He was fifth in the race. After showing good form in the early season, not carrying that form forward. Persons might have thought that his exploits at the World Championship might have just been a low point, but this race shows that whether it is injury or whatever it is, but his form continues to diminish somewhat. So,
right.
I think that he can finish the season. So I'm thinking that this. And I'm not one of those persons advocating for him to retire, but it's like the trajectory for him now is down, going down.
Yeah. But Pioneer, we were talking earlier, myself and Fabian, about the latter part of Akeem Blake's race. And we're saying as coaches, we believe that he should start to take the over distance more seriously, because that is critical.
Definitely, I agree.
That is a critical part of developing speed endurance, because you can have speed, but you have to have speed in order to maintain speed endurance. So it is important, because he already has speed. He just need to add the endurance to that speed to have a better finish when it comes on to the whole matter of the latter part of his race. I think he's struggling there. What say you?
Yeah, man, I fully endorse that. I agree with you 100%. He's new to track and field. Well, basically relatively new when compared to some of the others he's competing against. Running some 200 and some 250. Whether it be in training or probably running some 200s on the circuit or at some of these development meets might go well for him, might serve him well in the future. I'm sure his coaches would be looking at it the same way that you are looking at it, Coach Minty, and that is probably something that could add to his program come for next season. Obviously he has a lightning start out of the blocks. Has a decent first 20 meters of his race, but tend to kind of fade a little bit in the latter stages. So working on some over distance, as I said, if build up that speed endurance is definitely so. He's young, he's 20 years old. I'm sure as he develops, if he stays healthy, then all of these things will be added to his program, and we should see him doing pretty well. I can see this youth improving rapidly, Coach.
Yeah.
I can see him in another 2 years being one of the top sprinters in the world. And I'm gonna say if he maintains good health.
But Pioneer, we also mentioned that a lot of these sprinters, they tend to Jim Screechy around the over distance training. So even though it might be a case where he is doing it, but on the other hand, he's not putting in the 100% and think he can skip that part and still do well in terms of the over distance aspect of his race. So that in itself is something that needs to be done. I believe that they are doing it, but it's also up to the athlete per se who needs to put in the work. We're going up to the women's 400 meters now, so we're gonna break for the call of this rate, then we get back to the discussion. So we have Cofield from Dominican Republic. She's in lane 9, very good athlete. Ursetich, she's in lane 8. McLeod from Jamaica, she's in lane 7. Kazmarek, another Polish athlete, she's in lane 6. McPherson, she's in lane 5. Femke Ball is in lane 4. She's doing taking on the 400 meters. It's interesting to see her. Lane 3, Kielban Siska, she's in lane 3.
Also, part of the Polish 4x4.
Yes, she's from Poland as well. Swab, the German, she's in lane 2, and Jefferson from United States, she is in lane 2. So it's interesting to see how Femke Ball do in this one. Fabian, who's gonna take this one?
All right, so for this one, it depends on which Candice McLeod shows up. If it's the Candice McLeod that we all saw before World Championships, I think it will be between Candice, McPherson, and Femke Ball. I'm really looking forward to see what Femke Ball has to offer. She ran a 48 split in the 4x4s at the World Championships, so that means she is up there in good form.
Candice McLeod.
So yeah, Femke Ball ran a 48 second split, in the mixed 4x4.
Candice McPherson.
Oh, I said Candice and McPherson. So I'm talking about both of them. Yeah. So both Candice and Stephanie, and I think should provide some challenge for Femke.
Cofield featuring in this one.
And Cofield, yes. Cofield also.
Paul and Cofield, McLeod. I don't know in which order, but maybe McLeod third, but Cofield also featuring for me.
All right, they're on their mark. They're off cleanly away, and it's a good start there from Candice McLeod in lane 7. She's on the back stretch already into her running. Femke Ball is tracking nicely, so does McPherson. But in the ascendancy right now, it is Candice McLeod. But based on the stagger, it seems to be McPherson and Ball that are creeping up closely. Less than 200 meters to go. Just about 100 meters to go. Femke Ball is in the lead at the moment. She takes the charge of this one. McPherson is pressing. Candice McLeod is pressing, but Femke Ball. And here comes Kazmarek. She's pressing Ball to the line. And Ball will take the win in 49.75, which is a meet record.
And the national record also, coach.
Yes. Wonderful run there from Femke Ball.
I was expecting that time.
McLeod in third.
She's no joke. Kazmarek is quite happy with a personal best as well.
I expected that time.
86. McLeod 50.22. She has been there since season 50 point. McPherson 50.31. All right, so it is a good run by Femke Ball. What say you, gentlemen?
I expected Ball to run fast. I mean, running a 48 split on a 4x4 simply means that you're running sub 50 in a 400 flat, and then running down Sydney is no joke. Let me not say running down, because finishing 30 meters behind Sydney is no joke.
Yes.
And she looked excellent in the mixed 4x4 at World Championships. And I think if she were to switch to the flat 4, it wouldn't be a bad move for her, honestly, because I think Sydney is unbeatable in that 4 hurdles.
What about doing both events?
I'm not sure if the schedule at the championships will offer her any justice in doing both events, because these are two tough. These are probably two of the hardest events to prepare for and to execute at championships. So it would ask a lot out of her, plus 4x4 duties.
Yeah, man. I think this is a good run also by Kazmarek. Kazmarek has been biting on the bit for quite some time now, and for her to come at this meet and run a personal best 49.85, it's a good deal. What say you on this one, Pioneer?
Femke Ball is proving that we have some super athletes in track and field nowadays. We all know of the exploits of Sydney McLaughlin, superwoman extraordinary, but Femke Ball is showing that she too, at a young age, is proving to be a super athlete also. 49.75 is an excellent time. There is a school of thought that Sydney McLaughlin might be moving away from the 4 hurdles to the 400 meter. Then, obviously, it will leave Ball to dominate the 4 hurdles, and she's showing that at 400 she's no slouch.
Hold on there, Pioneer. Hold on. Pioneer, hold on there.
Legs are the mixed relays.
Pioneer.
Then running all 3 rounds at the 4 hurdles. And still finish quite strongly. She continues to grow as an athlete, and big things are in the making. I don't know if she'll get to the level of a Sydney McLaughlin, but showing that she's one to be reckoned with in the future. Super good.
But Pioneer, you made mention of dominating the 4 hurdles. So you're putting her ahead of the former
Delila
Mohammed.
Dalila is on her way Dalila has been around a little bit longer than these ladies. It's Femke Ball is what, 20, 21, 22?
They're both.
Still very young. She has, you'd think that she has her best days ahead of her. Dalila has been injured. And you not an old athlete by any stretch of the imagination, but on her way out, I think Ball is a little ahead of her right now as to whether Dalila can come back to that form of 2-3 years ago is left to be seen. But Ball is on the ascendancy right now. I would have Ball ahead of Dalila Mohammed right now in the forwards.
Yeah, man. It is a very, 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 very good. She's coming from 50 points, but as Fabian alluded to the fact that you see that mixed relay run that she ran and split 48, the writing was always on the wall to see her run a sub 50 in the 400 meters. And when her split is fast, when her 400 flat is fast, then you have to expect a fast time as well in the 400-meter hurdles. So I think she's looking to go. I think she's looking to go somewhere between 51 in the 51 regions. I think that's where she really wants to go. I guess that's one of the reasons her coach probably running her on these 400 meter legs of 4x4 and the 400 meters. Yes. You agree with that notion, Fabian?
Yeah, I agree. Trying to compete with Sydney is no joke, and I think she needs more speed. And running the flat fours will definitely help her in the 400-meter hurdles. I don't think she can beat Sydney right now or ever. I think what is best for her. And I see somebody say it in the comment section. I remember we talked about Sydney doing the flat four. If I was Femke Ball, if Sydney drops to that flat four, I'm staying at that 4 hurdles. Because the door would be wide open for her to win a global title.
Quite frankly. That is true. That is true. And she wouldn't have much top tier competition. You have some hurdlers who are coming through, but I think she would be ahead of the field.
Yeah, she'd be ahead of them.
Right. But what I'm saying now, not many athletes who move from event, say for example the 4 hurdles like a Sydney McLaughlin, to step down to the 400 meters. Is it a guarantee that she will go into that event and start to run fast? Pioneer.
Yeah, go ahead again, coach. I didn't get a question.
All right, Sydney, from what we're hearing, that is planning to step down to the 400 meters from the 4 hurdles. Is it a guarantee that she will come in this event and dominate, or she has to pay her dues?
It all depends on who is there. Now, let's look at who is presently contesting the 400 meters. We are hearing that the Olympic champ.
Hey, not hearing Pioneer, no, we're not hearing Pioneer at all. Your coach. I'm not hearing Pioneer.
The 3rd fastest time in history.
Yeah.
We don't know if she's coming back and what condition she's gonna come back in. So if Miller-Uibo moves away from the 400 meter, I think that door is wide open for Sydney to dominate the event. I can see her running high 48s as soon as she enters the event, and if she's running high 48s, low 49, then that puts her right in line to be dominant. Paulina would be her toughest test, and Paulina hasn't broken 49 seconds yet. So
yes, man, she has. She has broken 49 49. Sorry, I think you said she's not into the 49.
No, she hasn't broken 49.
Yes.
49 low, but I see Sydney running 48. She might not be able to start out running the 48 threes and the 48 fives like Shawnee. I could see her running 48.7s and 48.8. With her current present speed that she has, and as she works her way deeper into the event, who knows? World record, running close to the world record might be her next major goal. But if she goes to the 400 meter, I don't think she'll have to spend a lot of time paying dues, as you put it. I think she will, go straight to the top, considering that the competition that is there as it stands, especially if Shawnae Miller were to move away, would be, less than stellar, so to speak.
Yes, definitely.
After the 400 men, I'll give my take on the Sydney McLaughlin, because I don't want the 400 meter male race to disrupt me.
They're on track now, yes.
Yeah, man, they're on the block.
All right.
Still in assignments, I'm seeing Michael Norman, I'm seeing Brianna James. Who are the others that are in this race?
Allison, champion Allison, Vernon Norwood, Michael Cherry, Deadman. I think it's an American show. I think Tirani will have to split the American, but it looks like an all-American show.
Will Norman go for something special in this one?
Champion. Coming off his world championships exploits, should be very confident. Should be looking to continue his dominance in the event this year. He's in the best form of his life. He's having his best year. So I'm thinking that he should win this. He should continue dominating.
All right. So let's see how he performs outside of America.
Okay. On an unpopular opinion, Tirani James to win this one.
All right, they're off and away. And the man with the headband, Michael Norman. He's chasing Kirani James at this moment. He seems to have taken the ascendancy. Nice, smooth running on the backstretch. 200 meters to go in this one. And they start to press. Norman is pressing. Norman takes control of this one. He is going for something special. He starts to press in the straight. 100 meters to go. And Norman drives to the front. He's powering away. About 20 meters to go. And he's still pressing. Still on the accelerator. And he goes to the line. 44.11. That's another meet record. Michael Norman. He takes this one. 44.11. Meet record. A lot of meet records.
Remember, this was like a second graded meet, coach, so it's not just being upgraded.
Yes.
League status, so they're now getting the top tier competition. So we're going to see a lot of meet records.
Right. Welcome to Tay. So I think Michael Norman is not the peach of an athlete he was a few years ago. The way he pressed, the way he run that 400 meters, I believe that easily that could have been a 43 something for Michael Norman. I'm not seeing that fluidity in his running. It's like he's begging for the line, but nevertheless, 44.1 still competitive. Nevertheless, Fabian.
Great time, man. Good. Great time.
Yeah, man. Fabian, give your take on the women. You said you're not gonna say anything until.
All right, so Sydney is a one-of-a-kind athlete. I believe whether Shawnae Miller is there or not, Sydney McLaughlin stepping down to the flat 400 will dominate. She will pose a big problem to Shawnae Miller. And this is why I say this. I think it was 2018 when Sydney last ran the 100 and the 200. And her PB was, I think, 22 something and 11 something. I'm really excited for her to run a 100 meters right now and a 200 meters right now, because I am sure she will run 11.0 or even sub 11 in the 100.
Really?
And yes, she's that fast. And she should run low 22s in that 200. Now, at the World Championships, Sydney split 47-9 on a 4x4 leg with nobody at all pressing her. She split 47-9 by herself with nobody pressing her. That 47-9 with nobody pressing her, I think will translate to a 48 immediately. Also, she ran 50. She ran sub. Let me put it into perspective. She ran sub 51 with hurdles in her lane. So get rid of the hurdles out of that race. So she's already in her sleep. She's supposed to run sub 50.
No, but taking away the hurdles enough, Fabian, it still pose yeah, it still pose a strategy, you know.
It does pose a problem for regular athletes, but for Sydney, who has split 47, it's not gonna be a problem. Remember, she split 47-9, you know? She split not even.
We can understand a relay leg, Fabian. We can understand someone running fast on a relay leg. A flat 400.
Yes, but remember, when Bull run the 48 split in the 4x4, that was the reason why I selected her as one of the favorites for this race just now. Because she split 48 and she run 49.
But invariably, Fabian, once a person has a button in there, and most times, if they are not the lead off, they are going to be running faster than their flat time.
Yes, I know that much, but Sydney's split is considerably faster than everybody else's split. Even those who run the flat 4 and medal in the flat 4, her split is considerably faster than theirs. Even for the 400-meter runners, when they get batons in their hands and they medal at these global events, I think Shane is in trouble if she decides to stay in the 400 and if Sydney decides to drop to the 400. She's not going. So, and for me, Shane jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. Because
you wanted to add something.
All right. For me, coach. For me. All right. So I'm looking. I'm just still trying to find a name. What's her name, coach? Your name slips me. The 400-meter runner from Bahrain was suspended.
Nasir. Saeed Nasir. Salwa.
Yeah, Nasir. If Nasir comes back and is in any kind of shape and form, or even a semblance of the form that she's in, I can't see Sydney coming in immediately and dominating her. I understand what Fabian is trying to say, and I do respect Sydney's talent and her obvious range and her versatility as a track and field athlete. She has shown that she can run a multiplicity of events. Well, as he's rightfully said, I think she's 11-2 something in the 100 meter.
Yeah.
22. I think it's 22. Don't quote me. 22. If it's not 22-6, it's 22-7 in the 200. And she has run 12-7 over
hurdles.
Hurdles in the 100 meter. 100 meter hurdles. So he's a versatile athlete, and running the 4x4 shows her versatility. But it doesn't automatically translate to a faster 400 meter. We see Warholm, who ran 45.90 over hurdles.
Struggle to break 45.
Immediately after the Olympics, trying to run a 400 meter and didn't break 45 seconds. So it does automatically translate. Is Sydney a better, more versatile athlete than Warholm? Sure.
Yes.
But to suggest that she can run low 48s out of the block, just taking on the 400 meter, I disagree with that. She's gonna have to not pay her dues, coach, but she have to go through a little bit of the teething pains, running the event for a while to get to that level for me.
And that is paying her dues.
2-3 years.
That is paying her dues.
An Olympic cycle. Go ahead, coach.
No, I'm saying that is actually paying her dues. For me, that's why that's my clarification for that.
It depends on how you describe paying her dues. I'm not seeing her coming to the event and getting beaten in a sense, or running down the track. She will immediately become a contender as soon as she switches to the event. But will she come in and immediately dominate if there is top class competition like a Shani Miller or a Nasir? I think those ladies would still be a little bit ahead of her now. And I'm talking about these ladies at her best. I'm talking about the 48-3 Shani. I'm talking about the 48-1 Nasir or even 48-5. As I said, if Sydney comes in immediately, I can see her splitting off. I can see her running a 48-8 or a 48-9, maybe 48-7, but to go down to the low 48, I think she's gonna take her time to get there.
I kind of understand where Fabian is going, because I don't put limits, or there's no limit on Sydney, but I still from she probably is one of those athletes who is a phenom once in a lifetime.
Coach, right off the bat, she'll split 49. She'll run sub 49 right off the bat, or run sub 50 right off the bat. And as we get closer to like world championships, and she is peaking and getting ready, she will peak and run low 48s.
We have our own McLeod. We have Paulina. Those persons. As I said, if she comes in now, she's about the level. For me, she's about the level where Paulina is a little ahead. But I don't think she's yet where Shani and Nasir was in 2019 when we saw that super race between those two ladies.
Well, it is yet for us to see what will transpire with Sydney. But it goes to show that there's gonna be a whole lot of excitement surrounding Sydney if she really decide to step down.
I want her to, and I want Shani to stay. Shani is jumping out of the frying pan into the fire still, because
explain that one for us.
All right, so the reason I'm saying this is because Sharika, I don't think Sharika is nowhere near 100% yet running the 200s. The 200s, she has run the 200s before basically all her life. But running 100 meters is helping her in the 200s. Now, Sharika is a rookie 100-meter runner. Remember, this is her second season as a pro running the 100 meters. And mastering the 100 meters will considerably help her in the 200 meters. Now, she already has that 400 strength. So as the more she masters the 100 meters, the faster she will get in the 200. If she had to run a faster first 100 in that 200-meter final, the record would be gone. If she had run a faster first 100 in that 200-meter final at World Championship, she would have broken the world record.
But Fabian, could it be also said that if she had run a faster 100 first 100, she would have struggled in the latter part, or her top end speed would have taken her home?
She has top end. When I look at the 400s that she's running, I don't think she will struggle in the latter. She has the 400 strength. Remember, most of her life she has been a 400, 400 runner. So she has that part. She has the last part of her race. So she has the top end speed. What she lacks is the first part of her race, and that is why the MVP team gave her the 60 meters to do a lot this year, to work on the first part of her race, and there's still some work to do in that part of her race also. And she has a lot more work to do in the 100 meters as it relates to her relaxing and keeping her form. Because I think if she had kept her form in that 100 meter also at the World Championships, it would have been a closer race. Because she has more top end speed than Shelly. If she had just relaxed and keep her form all the way to the line, she would be closer to Shelly or even fly past Shelly. So Sharika has a lot. Looking at how fast she's running and she has so much to do. Sorry for Shani if Shani dropped to the 200.
And don't forget Mboma too,
and okay, I didn't even remember about Mboma. I never even remember about Mboma. That she'll be coming back too. And I don't want people to sleep on Abby Steiner with the 50 other races in her legs. she doesn't seem like she's one of those Americans that is into the hype. I think she looks like one of them who will actually put in the work to get back to that level. So I'm not sleeping on Abby, and I'm not sleeping on Gabby either.
All right, Emmanuel Courier winning the 800 meters, the Canadian, 1:45.72. Yeah, man, it was a big race. Rotich, 1:45.76, season best in second position. But he was given. What happened there?
Coming from way off the pace, coming from 6. And popping and everything. Down the home stretch and getting it on the line, basically. Super 800 meters.
Oh, it was, yeah, Courier. Yeah, man, it's been a while. I have not seen somebody run like that, you know. Pioneer.
He really wanted that one.
That was like in when I was younger, you know. And they tell you that in order to run fast, you have to bop your head. So for him to be doing that at this time now. Go ahead. Go ahead, Pioneer.
A similar stuff is wider. Again, is an
Pioneer, you have break up, man.
canto. I'm breaking up. Whoa. You hearing me clearly now?
Yeah, we are here clearly now.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to remember the name of the other 800 meter runner that had a similar running style with his head bobbing. He competed a lot against David Rhodesian. His name doesn't come to me, but an unorthodox running style, but it seemed to work effectively for career, you know. So. But that was a great 800 meter race just now.
Yeah, man.
Just add a little bit to what Fabian was saying regarding Shawnee coming down to the 200 meters. We still don't want to dismiss Ilian Thompson either, as Fabian mentioned. He mentioned Sherika.
That's where I was coming to. You know, I was leaving her for last, Pioneer. I was leaving her for last.
However, we're still not even this. We
can't dismiss double. I'm mad.
The two-time Olympic champion. So it's a tough field that Shawnee will be coming to. We saw her in the Olympics last year, which you realized that the pace would have been a little too hot for her. She basically jogged the 200 meter and then immediately retreated to her 400 meter petty event and won that quite easily at the Olympics. So her choosing to now take on the challenge at the 200 meter, as Fabian said, she's coming into a melting pot. How well can she do? I think today's race between herself and Sherika will be a fair indication. It will be somewhat of a baptism for her as to welcome back to the 200 meter. And this is what you're going to have to face, and this is what you're going to have to be contending with if you intend to come over here and dominate in the same way that you dominated the 400 meters. But what is for certain, though, that this competition will mean that some point in the near future, the 200 meter world record will be broken. Fabian spoke to Sherika running a fast 100 meter to get the record. I said if she got the same wind speed that she got in the semifinals at 2.0 win when she jogged 21.68, if she had that same wind behind her in the finals, she would have gone much closer to the world record and possibly have gotten it. That would have definitely assisted her more in the home stretch going down. So the world record for me in the 200 meter, when I look at the ladies who will be competing, I think that world record is unborrowed.
Yeah, I agree, Pioneer. I think that 2.0 tailwind, if she had gotten that, it would have been gone also. And I do believe that 200 meter record is on borrowed time. And I'm not just referring to Sherika, but the entire 200 meter field is very, very hot.
All right. There's a question in the chat, you know, from Mr. Drex. He said that he doesn't believe Sherika Jackson will dominate the 200 in the future. Who wants to take that on first?
Well, I'll take it on. Unless Mr. Drake is telling us that we have seen the best of Sherika. And unless he's telling me that he sees something special coming from someone like an Mboma, unless he's telling me that the ladies that are coming along, as we are suggesting, will be demolishing the world record shortly. But I think Sherika still has some way to go, as Fabian pointed out. I agree with most of the points that Fabian made with regards to her maintaining that 400-meter strength and getting better in terms of getting faster as she continues to develop over the 100 meters. It wouldn't surprise me if Steve and the MVP can choose to send her again this next year to do some 60 meters indoor and outdoor. That will continue to help develop the first part of her race. And as that comes together and she maintains her top end speed, then unless he's telling me that there's somebody like an Mboma who will come now and start running close to 21 flat or to break 21, then I can't see the reason why Sherika shouldn't continue to be dominating, or at least continue to be at the top of the pile. Even while the competition gets harder and gets stiffer, I think she will continue to be at the top of the pile. 21:45 is no joke. She has run 21:55. She has jogged 21:68. It tells us that it's not a fluke, and that is the athlete that she has developed into. So unless he's telling me that there's somebody, unless Mr. Drakes can tell us that there's somebody else who's coming along who's going to surpass those heights and those levels, then I see no reason why Sherika should be.
Yeah, but Gabby Thomas, Abby Steiner, Mboma, with somebody saying he's gonna be running sub 21.
Mboma, well, if Mboma, well, as we said, Mboma, for me, Mboma is the greatest threat. She's young, she's raw. I looked at her in the Commonwealth Games in her heat, and in her semifinal, she looked like she has put on some mass on her body. She looks stronger, if you ask me. Her form has cleaned up a little bit, and as she continues to develop and get better at the event, then that she alone I can see as a major threat. Sherika maintains this form that she has. Gabby Thomas.
What about Elaine?
They haven't broken 21.7 yet. Well, yes, Gabby Thomas ran 21.60 something, but I can't see them going to that level that even that 21 something that they credited to Gabby. That what was it? 21. Help me out. 21.60. What was it?
21.66.
6. It was 67. What was it that Gabby was?
I think it's 6.6, man.
American trials. I was kind of suspicious at that time when it was run. When I looked at that race, I didn't see that fast of a time. But I don't have Gabby going to the levels with that Elaine and Sherika has got. I have her somewhere around here, but not to that level. Abby Steiner, I would say, has the capability and the potential, but can she get to sub 21.5 or 21.6?
Abby needs more speed.
It is coming.
Abby needs more speed.
Are on track. I'm seeing that on my TV screen right now.
But I agree with the Pioneer. I don't understand why Drakes would think Sherika will not dominate. A 28-year-old Sherika running 21.5. I think she will dominate. Her biggest competitor, I think, will be an Mboma in the coming years. If Mboma can clean up her race. Gabby Thomas, I think Gabby Thomas can get back to a 21.6, but I think she needs to be faster in the 100. It's the same thing that I have for Abby Steiner. Looking at her races, her first 100 meter needs to be faster for Abby Steiner to challenge or even to go 21.6, 21.5. So I think Sherika is on her way, especially with the fact that Sherika has a lot of work to do. She has a lot of work to do, especially in the first 60 meters of her race. So I think Sherika will dominate with challenge from Mboma in the near future. And if Elaine Thompson is fit, then she will have to contend with those. For me, those two are the biggest contenders or persons to challenge Sherika for me.
So this is the 200 meter.
I've keen interest in this race. Shana Miller is out in lane 9.
Yes.
Loaded field. Prandini, Gabby Thomas, Tamara Clark, Jackson. It's a loaded field. And,
Yeah, man.
Miller-Uibo is out in lane 9. My field is clear ahead of you, coach, so I'll allow you to do the commentary.
Yeah, man. So the ladies are on their marks. A very stocked 200-meter field. They dubbed it Shawnee Miller-Uibo versus Sherika Jackson. 400-meter champion versus the 200-meter champion. They're on their marks. Set. Cleanly away. Very good start there from Shawnee Miller-Uibo all the way out there in lane 9. But here comes Sherika Jackson. But Gabby Thomas is doing well as well. But Sherika Jackson is under some pressure from Jenna Prandini. Sherika Jackson puts on the afterburners and she starts to step away from Jenna Prandini. Shawnee Miller-Uibo is coming back, but Sherika Jackson running all the way to the line. 21.84 seconds, negative 0.2 meters per second.
Easy win. Easy.
Absolutely brilliant from Sherika Jackson there. 21.84. Absolutely brilliant. She had some, and that was the same thing Fabian was mentioning, and Pioneer, the first part of her race coming off the turn, but she dismissed them into the home stretch there. Absolutely brilliant run. Jenna Prandini was really pressing her, but the class and form of Sherika Jackson, she steps away from the field. Absolutely brilliant. Stunning speed from Sherika Jackson.
She's out of class right now, coach.
Yes.
To suggest that anybody will be in their league right now. As I said, this is a baptism. I think this is a baptism for
Shawnee
to show that, listen, if you're coming down here, you're going to have to come correct and you're going to have to come good. This is what we have here now. This is not the 200 meter you left persons were running low 22 and that was the standard. Now the standard is sub 21 and sub 21 9 and sub 6 and those times. So if you're coming down here, you're going to have to come correct. You're going to have to go in the off season, go do some work. Next year, the year after that is Olympics. If you intend to be in contention for the Olympics, you're going to have to go put in some work and come to this level. This is where the event is at now. It's at a whole different standard at 200 meters right now.
and Pioneer, you sum it up very, very, very nicely. I don't think there's much more to add to that, but I mean, she totally wasted Shawnee Miller-Uibo. I think Jenna Prandini gave a good account of herself, but she started to fade with about 20 meters to go. But absolutely correct, Pioneer. This is a taste of things to come if she decides to take on these ladies in this 200 meters. She really felt the heat in this one. Fabian.
And when you look at it, she had so much more in reserve, Bridget.
Yeah, man, I agree with that. So much more in reserve. I mean, it was a good run, very good run. I mean, it lived up to expectation. 21.84. Not I think it's still a fast time. Lived up to expectation in my eyes.
After a horrible first 100.
Yes, let's talk about that. That's where I want to go. The first 100 of her race. What's the thing about that for Sherika?
It's the part that she needs to improve on a lot, because I remember that the world champion, I think she ran 10.4 for her last 100. She ran 10.4 for her last 100, which means that that's the stronger part of her race. So this again just proves the point that she will be dominant in the 200. Imagine running a horrible first 100 and still pulling away from them, going to the line, pulling away from the 400-meter champion also going to the line. So it shows that she has a lot of strength. I see somebody was saying in the comment section that if because she used to run a 400, that means that she automatically has this strength. But this shows that she has the strength to pull away from even the 400-meter champion.
Yes.
So it's just the first part of her race. Prandini's speed is nowhere near Sherika's speed. So there's no way Prandini should be keeping up with her on the bend.
But interestingly though, no, remember Shawnee Miller-Uibo is a 400-meter runner as well. Sherika is a 400-meter. Obviously, Shawnee got a very good start, Sherika got a good start, but not up to the par of superstar from 100-meter athletes, right? One thing I notice is that, and it will affect Shawnee Miller-Uibo and it will affect Sherika. The first part of their race, I think it shows that they are really 400-meter runners because you're not getting that burst of speed as you'd get from, say, an Elaine Thompson era, a Talu or a Shelley Fraser Price coming out of the blocks, right? So
The explosiveness is not there as yet.
right, exactly, that explosiveness from the blocks.
That masters that curve and learns to run the first 60 to 70 meters of her races properly. And I said that's the day when the world record will be shut down.
Yeah, man, that is true. That is true. So anything else to add to that emphatic victory from Sherika?
As Fabian said, and as a
Pioneer.
She's now the cash cow at MVP. So she's gonna be getting that one-on-one attention, that quality attention that is required and desired for her to, go to that next level, take a next step to even further go to that next level. And obviously, that will happen. And the coaches will be doing what is necessary. And she's not one of those injury-prone athletes.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of her suffering any major injuries. So if she can manage to maintain health, then as we keep saying, sky's the limit, and she will continue to evolve, get better. She will continue to work on the weak parts of her races while maintaining what she does best in the stronger parts of her races, like down the home stretch. And sky's the limit, Bridget. And as we said, the standard of the 200 meter has and will continue to get better. It will get more competitive. It can only mean people coming to that event will be expected to be, showing up and showing out and bringing their extreme best to the event, because there's no beer here. I remember Shelley and Fraser winning the World Championship title in 2013 running 22.05. Gone are those days. If you want to contend in this event now, you're going to have to. You have to. If you even want a medal in this event, you have to go sub 21. That is where the standard is at now, and it will only continue to get better.
You could see also that Gabby Thomas is short of work because she started to reverse after doing the first 100 meters. Anybody notice that?
Remember, Gabby had a hamstring tear. I think a few months ago. I think 2 weeks before US trials. So she's on her way back. So I didn't expect her to run really fast as she's trying to recover from that hamstring injury.
Okay.
Determined athlete, though, coach. I like her as an athlete. She's one who, in spite of being successful in other areas of her life, she seems to love the sport. Seems to have that desire to do well in the sport, and I can see her working her way back. As to how high her ceiling is, though, that's another question for me. I don't think she has the pedigree, even though she has that one fast time to her credit. I don't think she has the pedigree of Elaine Thompson or Sherika Jackson. But adding her to the mix will only make the event a little more competitive, and I can see her putting in the work to be back to close to her best next season. And again, is another plus for the event. So looking forward to see what Gabby has to offer in the future.
Yes, definitely. All right, the women's 1500 meters on track. And that one is happening right now. The women's Is it? Oh, they're just checking the time at 800 meters. That was like about 2:08. For the first 800 meters. That seems to be fast for 1500. So you have Mesheshe and Tige. They are battling it out there at the front. Tige is a very, 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 very good 1500 meters runner. And let's see what she'll do. I think this 200 meter. I think it was a very.
Speaking about the 200 meter, another observation, coach, is that I think strategically Shawnee Miller might have asked for lane 9
with the long legs.
Having to run any curve.
Right. With the long legs.
Curve. So I think strategically she might have asked for lane 9 to just have that open curve to see how well she could just run off the curve. Still didn't offer her much help, going up against Sherika.
No.
Sherika is showing that she has a superior tapping speed at this time over Shani. So as I said, Shani, I would know that. Listen, if it is my intent, if it is her intention to be contesting this 200 meter as of next season, and she stated that she wants the world title in the 400, and then she's planning on moving to the 200, then she'll have a lot of work to do in the half season to be contending with these ladies.
But Pioneer, let us jump over to the coach, because our coach is Lance Brahman, and he's a veteran coach as well. Knows how to get athletes to perform at their best in major championship. Another meet record in the 1500 meters, 3:56.92. Very good run. That seems to be Mesheshe who got that one over to Gay. Let me see. Yeah, no, it's the other one. What's her name? Yes. Welte. Yeah, she got that one over to Gay, 3:58.18. So it's at this probably is an upset. Yes, as I was saying, Pioneer, in terms of the coaches, Brahman is also a veteran coach. He has been there, done that. So I mean, he would have known the intricacies of going into an event where there are stellar athletes that you'll have to go up against. So don't you think you'd have weighed the cost and the options to see that his athlete is able? I mean, taking lane 9 would have been a good look as well, just to see how she would have done outside in that outside lane. But what if she was in an inside lane? Because Sean is no slouch.
Her height, kind of the wider lane coach, as you know, for a taller athlete, as tall as Sean, the wider lanes are more advanced.
Yeah, man.
I'm sure that she would have asked the organizers. I know that somebody of her pedigree would not be stuck out in a lane 9 unless it was requested.
No, but Pioneer, I'm just saying. Pioneer, I'm just saying, what if she had chosen an inner lane, knowing that she's not that of a slouch?
I think it would have worked to her disadvantage.
Okay.
She had been in a lane 3 or lane 4.
All right.
To contend with that, with the curve.
Also, it could be, look at it from another perspective, Pioneer. She's one that is stepping down to the 200 meters. Don't you think that credence would have been given to the athletes who would have been of a more 200 meter pedigree than herself, even though she has a lot of
athletes in lane 7 and 8 were actually killers. One from Poland, and I forget, but 2 European athletes were in 7 and 8, and those athletes would have been what we call fillers, which means after the organizers got who they wanted, then they would have included other athletes. When you look at how the event was marketed, it was marketed as a showdown between Sherika
and Miller, right?
So I'm sure that she would have been given a preference of a lane if she had so desired. So I can almost say with 95% certain, not 100%, that she would have asked for lane 9 and to have that home run from lane 9. 4 of the athletes that were in the race were fillers. Lane 1 and 2, because we noticed in this meet they were using all 9 lanes.
All 9 lanes.
Lane 1 and 2 were fillers, and lane 7 and 8 were actually fillers also. Then you had the Tamara Clark, the Sherika Jackson, the Jeffrey Thomas, and the Jenna Grandin, which would have been athletes that the organizer would have got sought to have
Right.
running the event. So Shani being in lane 9 and having fillers inside of her suggests that she would have requested that lane from me. So she wanted the open lane to see how best she could just negate running the curve. And I think that even with that, still didn't do much for her in terms of providing her with an advantage to run against what Sherika Jackson had offered. She is clearly a superior athlete in the 200 meter now at this time. And as I said, it's left to the likes of people like Mboma and to see, as Fabian said, a fit Lillian Thompson for any kind of competition.
Yeah, man, it's going to be this is a litmus test for her at this juncture. I think it's a strong enough field for her to look into her decision. And like I said, I'm not too perturbed still in Pioneer because of the veteran coach that she has. It might be a situation where the coach.
Yeah, running some 100 meters next year, though, coach. To kind of get her speed up to date and work on her start. Could we see her doing something similar to what Sherika has done in the last 2 years? Running some hundreds, possibly. I don't know with her height how effective she could be running a 60 meter, but she obviously has the 400 meter strength and pedigree. Could we see her now moving down to some shorter distance to kind of develop that speed? Fabian, what do you think about that?
I think it has to happen for her. She has to run a lot more 100 meters because there's no way she's going to compete with these girls in the 200 meters unless she develops more speed. So she will have to start running a lot of 60 meters and a lot more 100 meters. So coming next year, if she's serious about this 200 meters, we should see her doing a lot of 1-2 doubles or even some a lot of 60 meters. And I agree that she requested lane 9. I think going into the meet, I think Sherika and Shane, they would ask them what lane they want. And Shane would have chosen lane 9 because of her stature. She's big, she's tall, and she would I would want to see her running from lane 3. And all these things they have to take into consideration with her running the 200 because she won't be guaranteed an outside lane. At championships, you have to run for your lanes. And you win your race, you're going to be in 4, 5, or 6. And I think she will struggle if she's not in a lane outside. I think she will struggle if she's ever in even lane 3 or even lane 4, she will struggle. So this is really a baptism for her. This will show her that, hey, and I think she's choosing this lane, her easiest lane for this race, will say to the coach that this is what she will have to do to compete at the top level. I think she can compete for a medal. As it relates to her winning, I don't see that happening right now. She'd have to do a lot for her to win, but I think she can compete for maybe a silver or bronze medal.
All right, big up the persons in the comment section. I'm not ignoring you. Big up yourself. Thanks for tuning in. Big up everybody that is in the chat and commenting. But as I go back in the comment section, Fabian and Pioneer, Randall Drakes is saying this is why he has his reservation. He believes that she doesn't have the acumen to surpass 21-4 and 10-7. I believe she has a 10-6 in her legs, you know. I said that she was going to run 21-4, you know. And with her she's going to improve next season. I don't know if I agree with Randolph Drakes. What say you, gentlemen?
Let me ask Randolph this. Randolph, she ran an ugly race. She didn't execute her race properly, and she ran 21-8. What happens when she executes her race? She never execute her 100-meter race properly in the World Championships finals, and she PB. What will happen when she gets the execution right? That is my question to Randall. And I remember this is her second season running the 100 meters. She's still a rookie sprinter. So she has a lot to learn, and she's 28. Female sprinters normally peak in their 30s. So Sharika has a lot to learn, and if she's running this horribly and destroying the field, there is no way that she's not going to dominate unless she gets an injury that affects her. Worse, the coaches that she has coaching her. I don't see any problem with her. I don't see any reason why she wouldn't dominate for the next few years.
He's saying that her technique is flawed.
And that will get better. That will get better. She is coming down.
Yeah.
I'll tell Drake, whatever his name is, Drake. No disrespect. I didn't get the name. But just go look back at her. I won't send you back too far. Go look back at her running the 4x1 in 2019. Look at her sprint form in that race. And then come back and look at her finishing in the relays this year at the World Championship. Just find a way to watch both races. Put one on your TV and one on your phone.
All right, hold on. Let us take that discussion after we get this 100 meters. This is on track right now. The beautiful ladies are on track. We have White, Williams, Jefferson, Talu, Fraser Price, Hobbs, Terry, Lukin Kemper, and Morrison in this one. This one is a very good field. I think it's a stellar lineup. Like a Pioneer said, it's a great lineup.
10-6 again.
We're hoping to see a very, very, very good time here in this one.
10-6 again.
10-6 again.
Then she running 10-6 in her sleep.
I want to see a 10. I want to see a sub 10-6, you know.
10-71,
Yeah, I think about 10-7. Rusty.
The competition, there will be no. I don't think there's a quality competition with push her if it does.
No, but not normally. That's how they are relaxed and running up Pioneer. Well, let me call this race right now.
Yeah.
All right, women's 100 meters Diamond League, Silesia, Poland. We have the very, very good field there. All right, cool. I appreciate that. I wouldn't kick out now.
No, I don't know. I don't know what camera is showing, but there was some twitching in the blocks. Shelly herself didn't even get out. Is it Brianna Williams? I see the starters go. One of the starters.
Oh yeah, she look like she twitch, you know.
But there's obvious. There's no evidence. I think in the replay it's not obvious.
It's not obvious.
In the blocks, and I saw
No.
from the initial call when the block
The replay was obvious. She said twitch. But the thing is that did her foot leave the pedals? That's the thing, you know. Whoa, it close, man.
I think they're in Brianna's lane. I don't know if it's a red card. It's a yellow card. Yellow card issue.
Yellow card.
Yellow card issue to Brianna coach. I'm going to calm the nerves. The yellow card issue to Brianna Williams.
All right. So
she's looking for that bullet start, but so yellow card. You know, I like with this Diamond League coach. This Diamond League is utilizing 9 lanes. For all events that we have seen so far, we have seen 9 competitors, and I'm loving that about Silesia to Diamond.
Yes. So give. All right, let me go again. So a yellow card there for Brianna. All right, the Silesia Diamond League, and the ladies are getting ready to go on their marks. A very stacked field, if you ask me. Talu, Fraser Price, Hobbs, Williams, Jefferson, Morrison, Twanisha Terry. Very good field.
Easing up 1066, easing up. Wow, Jesus.
All right, and they're off cleanly this time, and Shelly and Fraser Price is out in front by far distance. Shelly and Fraser Price with that superb sprinting, and it's 10.66, a world lead. Absolutely brilliant from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. She got her bullet start, her rocket start. She led from the start all the way to the finish line. It was a very good run from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Second is Hobbs, 10.94 seconds. And indeed, excellent running there. Talu second, 11 seconds. Third, 11 seconds. Flat there in that one. It's a world lead. She gets the world lead. But it was a brilliant start there from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. She started to lead from the gun went, and it was no looking back for her. Absolutely brilliant.
10-6 in her sleep.
Yeah, Fabian, you can call that one, Fabian.
Every time she take the track, she run 10-6. She run 10-6 in her sleep. So that one was pretty easy.
How will she improve on this 10-6?
I think this race was really just a race to dust off the cobwebs after World Championship. So I don't think she was pushing it. So I expect the next race for her to go hard in the next race.
She eased off a bit at the end, you know. And the wind speed was 0. Just only 0.5. Can you imagine that was a 0. So let's say a 1.9 or a 1.8 win. I think she wants some competition. I want to see her run with she and Sherika. I want Sherika to be at her best. You know what is regrettable? It's regrettable that we don't have the 2021 Ilian Camps. Because I would love to see this Shelly-Ann Fraser against the 2021 Ilian Camps. And I think that is when we would see times that are threatening the world record. Because that if she had competition in this race and she was flat out, I'm sure we'd have seen probably a sub 10-6. But this 10-66 looked easy. When I looked at the initial race, you could see her backing off a little. I don't know if she felt anything or not, but you could see her kind of easing off a little with about 15 meters left. So if you figure that if it was a competitive race and she was running through the line, then this could have possibly been a sub 10-6 race.
Okay. So there you go, people. There you have it. Brilliant run there from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Taking that one with ease, if you ask me. So absolutely brilliant running there from Fraser-Pryce again. World lead. She continues to dominate the women's 100 meters in fine style. So that is it for the Diamond League, right?
I think this is her Holland's coach. I think this is her Shelly's sixth time under 10-7.
Yeah, I think so.
I think she's the only one. Yeah, man. She ran 10-67 3 times. She ran 10-63
and 10-60.
10-60, and now she has run 10-66. That's her sixth time under 10-7. She's the only woman in history to have ever done that. I think the good conversation is done as to how much further she'll go and how much more she'll add to her legacy. Boy, it's a matter of just time and just looking and seeing what she has done. But super run by Shelly. Just continuing to stockpile on her legacy. Just continuing to defy the odds at age 35. And I say we run out of superlative to describe Shelly.
Yeah, definitely. What I think about the entire Diamond League though at Silesia? What sort of meet was it? Was it a very good one for them?
Excellent. I'll give them 9.5 out of 10. I'm loving the fact that they chose to utilize all 9 lanes in every event where it's possible. Just them upgrading to a Diamond League status speaks volume. Poland is one of those countries with a rich history in track and field. So getting a Diamond League, like a lot of persons have been suggesting for Jamaica, just them upgrading their meet to now get Diamond League status is a good look. And this first outing was excellent. I give them 9.5 for that.
All right, Fabian.
You want to flip, Johnny? It was a good Diamond League for me. I think them upgrading this Diamond League status, I think they would have gotten what they wanted. At least they delivered in the marquee events, the 100 meters. Shelly-Ann delivered, Sherika delivered, Michael Norman delivered. I think Femke Bulls did well also in the flat 400. So I think it was a good meet all in all. I'm glad to see Akeem Blake running the Diamond League also and giving a good account of himself. I was hoping for Brianna to get a better race though in that 100 meters. I think the yellow card threw her off a bit, but she's young.
Yeah.
I think that will start the debate again. I think that will start the debate again, which I don't want to get into right now.
My question for you, Pierre.
But
Question for you, Pierre. I was having this debate last night on a stream, and I am sure. Do you think it's time for Brianna to look at her coaching situation? How much further do you see Otto Bowling taking her? And overall, how much further do you see her developing as an athlete? How much further do you think what are her prospects as an athlete? Where do you see her ceiling in terms of her time and how far she could go? Could she be one of the dominant forces at the 100 meter? Or you tell me how you see that?
all right, so Brianna is a youth double champion. You see that Otto Bolden question is very tricky because if you take away Shelly, Sharika, Elaine, and what we are seeing from Tina Clayton, would we say that Otto Bolden is not doing a good job? No, she has improved every single year while being coached by Otto. So as an athlete, improving every year is not a bad thing. No, because of what is happening in female sprinting, we might want to see her improve big. Look at what Glenn Mills is doing with Seville. He's gradually getting Seville up there, but nobody will question Glenn Mills because of his exploits with a Usain Bolt, Warren Weir, Johan Blake. So they are trusting Glenn Mills with Seville. With Atto, it's a completely different story with him gradually getting Brianna to run faster. I think Brianna can go faster. I think she will go faster. But honestly, for me, I think it's time for her to leave Atto. I was hoping that she would have gone to elite because I was looking at Brianna. I was looking at Brianna and Kemba and looking at those two, and I'm looking at a 35-year-old Shelly and Fraser Price, 36 in December. I'm looking at Shelly having roughly competitively maybe another 2 to 3 years in her belt. And so Elite would be missing that marquee female sprinter. I was hoping that either Brianna or Kemba would take that up, and Kemba has taken up that offer now. So for Brianna, I think it's time for her to move on and say Tina Clayton, the twins, Tia and Tina are with Stephen Francis. So I think Brianna really is running out of options now to go to one of those top coaches in Jamaica. But I think it's time for her to move on after as had her from she was 12. I think as coaches, we have to understand when it's time. We have brought them to a certain level, and a change of environment is not bad. But she's improving with Atto, so again, it's really a double-edged sword. But personally, I think it's time for her to move on.
And I'm agreeing with the second part of your statement. And you just spoke of the improvement with Atto, but 2-3 years ago she ran 1098. I would have think that her improvement should have been, a little further along in terms of running a little bit better than 1094. Her PB she got this year 1094. 3 years ago she ran 1098. She has been somewhere around the 1094, 1098 region, and a lot of times jumping out of the 11-second barrier. I think, like you, I think it's time for her to move on. It sounds like a perfect landing spot. She could fall under the tutelage and the guidance of a Shelly, who, as you say, is on her way out. And I think there's room for both her and somebody like Kemba to prosper and stand thrive at elite. As I said, Shelly being a senior person there could, pass on a few tips and guideline to these younger ladies. And it would only argue, well, Coach Ronaldo Walcott is showing that he's one who can do it. We saw what Brad Bell did at the Commonwealth Games, so obviously what he has there is working. So I think that would be a perfect setup for Brianna Williams. I don't know, maybe for me when I look at just looking from the outside, maybe the Stephen Francis setup might be a little bit rigid for her. As you know, Stephen Francis is a man who coaches with iron fist. I don't know how well that might work for her, but I think it's time for her to. You know, Atto is not, and the thing is that Atto is not one of those proven coaches. He's not a coach with a proven track record. Now, he would have gotten her from a youngster, he would have done well with her, but in terms of taking that next step, I think it's, for me, I had said give her one more year with Atto. I said that last year, and that 1 year would have been this year. I think in this off season might be time for her to start considering her options.
Or could it be a case where a coach can use the program that Atto is using and be his assistant, so the person can travel with her, go places with her, get her prepared and ready, psych her up, and all of these things? Because based on his job, I don't think he's available all the time to go everywhere with her. You think that could have been an option?
Might be, but I've seen him traveling with her, maybe not as often as he should. But I don't know. When I look at her, coach, and I said it to some persons on the stream last night, and they kind of disagreed with me. I said to them, like, listen, I see her ceiling as possibly about 1085. Her farm is she already has what you consider to be great sprinting form. In terms of her body mass, she's not a small athlete. I can't see her getting much stronger, maybe a little bit stronger, but not much stronger. So I think she has stopped out with Atto. I don't know how much further we can expect him to take her. He has basically assisted her in, working on her farm, perfecting her farm. And I don't know how much further he can take her. I think it's just, sometimes, as Fabian says, it's time for that change. You just need to hand off the item to somebody else who will polish and shine it and make it into a much nicer diamond than it is right now. You understand? So, like many other things in life, sometimes it's time for somebody else to take over the reins and see what they can do with it.
All right, fair enough. Gentlemen, what's the race of this Diamond League? Fabian? Oh, Shellyan, go ahead.
Boy, I don't want to tell me bias, but that Shelly 10-6. Oh no, lies. Fem cable 400 meters. I expected Shelly to run 10-6, so that's no surprise for me there. Fem cable running sub 50, getting a massive PB. I think that's the race of this Diamond League event for me.
Okay. Pioneer, you said Shelly?
Yeah, man. Just the fact that she continues coaching, running her fourth 10-6 for the season is just utterly amazing. As I said, Virgin, it keeps on defying the odds. She keeps on surprising us. You think that her program would have been geared towards the World Championships, and after the World Championship, she might be slowing down a little. She ran both 100 and 200 at the World Championship and become in her first race after that hectic World Championship program around 1066 for me is just mind-blowing and outstanding. As Fabian said, it might have been expected, but as I said 10-7 because I was thinking that after the World Championship it might have slowed down a bit, but obviously she is getting better going to the latter part of the season. I am waiting to see, exactly what she can do.
Remember, Shelly opened her season with 10-6. and this late in the season, she's still running 10-6. So when it comes down to Shelly, I believe Shelly is running 10-6 in her sleep.
But you know, master, you know, it kind of takes a little bit away from her. And I think that she has a great desire for, if not get the world record, get at least the national record and be the fastest one of them.
All right, Pioneer. So we're gonna end the stream right now. I think we have the World Under 20 coming up later on. It's a great chance for the Jamaicans to top the medal table. We just have to keep scoring, Pioneer, as we said to the athletes at champs. Just keep scoring, and certainly we can do it. Just to close off on that point, I think Fabian has to run. Big up yourself, Fabian. Oh, the man saying reach over already. He'll run again. All right, Pioneer. What say you in terms of that? Just a little bit before we close off, in terms of the medal standing at the World Under 20 Championship. I think we can clip it and go atop this table and do it for the first time. It would be a very good achievement. Jamaica 60.
Definitely. And I think we have a very good chance of doing it. When you look at what we have to offer on the track today versus what the US has to offer, I think that it favors us doing it. I could see our ladies going 1-2 in the 100-meter hurdles. James and Hill. I think Hill starts favorite. I can't see her losing that. That would mean another gold medal for Jamaica. That would put us one up. In the 4x4, I think our chances are as good as the US. And I have us winning, if not both, maybe one of those 4x4s and medaling in the other. So that's 4 possible medals, possibly 2 additional gold medals that I think we could get today. And if we get those 2 gold medals and 2 additional medals, then we should be right at top of the medal standing. And as you said, Coach, that would be a great gift for our 60th anniversary, of our independence.
Yeah, man. That would be it. Definitely. Big up yourself again. We want to be back later on. Not sure how that's gonna work still, but we want to be back for this final day of the World Under 20 games. Today is the penultimate day for the Commonwealth Games, and we have some finals coming up. Big up to Shanika Ricketts on winning gold. Big up to Distin for winning gold in the high jump. Big up to the Pottinger for winning high jump. Big up to triple jumper Hibbert. We just did some excellent thing. Brianna Williams on the 200, and we have Elaine Thompson era to go up in the 200 meters. Hopefully she can take Brianna Liston. Yes, sorry. And we have Elaine Thompson era to go in the 200 meters. Hopefully she can take that double and cement herself as one of the tops in Jamaica. So people, big up yourself. Thanks very much. For all the football fans, we're going to be here later on again for the Triple Treat, hopefully. And the big announcement, Pioneer, I don't know if you're here, the big announcement coming January 1, the big deal with Adidas and the Jamaica Football Federation. That's a big thing coming up. So look out for that one, people. Stay safe. Until next time. Peace out. Big up yourself, Pioneer.
Bless, Coach. Bless. And bless up to Fabian. And bless up to the persons on the street.
Yeah, man. Big up.
All the subscribers of Coach's Desk. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to Coach's Desk. Continue doing the great work, Coach.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Pioneer. All right.